In one of my videos, I made mention of different kinds of stocks. I spoke about common stocks, preferred stocks, cyclical stocks, dividend stocks, small, large, mega cap stocks, and also I spoke about blue chip stocks, different kind of stocks. And this time around, I want to highlight the 10 key characteristics of cyclical stocks. Cyclical stocks are those that tend to follow the economic cycle, rising during a period of economic expansion and falling during a period of economic downturn. So here are 10 key characteristics of a typical cyclical stocks. Number one, economic sensitivity. As I earlier discussed, cyclical stocks are highly sensitive to the economic condition, the economic environment, they find themselves. They tend to perform well when the economy is grooming, and they perform poorly when the economy goes into recession. And so they are kind of, economic centric, they have that economic centric behavior. Cyclical stocks are predominantly, influenced by the economy compared to other kinds of stocks. Number two, revenue and profit fluctuation. The revenue and their profit tends to fluctuate. These stocks often experience significant fluctuation in revenue and profit margin, that's because they are aligned to the economic cycle. When the economy is doing very well, they will record, higher revenue and higher profits. And when the economy does poorly, they will equally record lower revenue and sometimes even record a loss, sustain or incur losses. So their performance, is strictly centered on the performance of the economy. Number three, sector association. They are typically found in sectors like consumer discretionary, automotive, travel, and industrials, which are more affected by overall economic, cycle. When the economy does very well, people tend to travel a lot, and when the economy does very well, people tend to buy cars. So the travel industry, the automotive sectors, these sectors are affected by the nature, the activities of, the nature of the economy, the performance of the economy. And so they are like exposed to, they are sector associated. Number four, strong growth potential during expansion. When the economy is thriving, cyclical stocks will equally thrive. They will grow, they will expand. As the consumer is spending, there's that increase in consumer spending that will equally, affect, stocks in this particular sector. The cyclical stock will equally, will gain traction in their fundamentals, and so they are regulated, they are influenced by how strong the economy is doing and equally how, consumers are spending their money. In a case where there is higher consumer confidence, people are spending their money at a higher rate, it will benefit, stocks in this sector. Cyclical stocks will stand to benefit. Number five, volatility. Due to their sensitivity to economic changes, cyclical stocks can be more volatile compared to stocks like defensive stocks. Defensive stocks are not affected by the economy, compared to cyclical stocks. And so they are highly volatile based on what? Based on how the economy is doing. I can't overemphasize the economy in this particular context. Number six, high beta. They often have high beta indicating greater sensitivity to market movements compared to the overall market. When we talk about beta, beta here means how sensitive a stock is to the overall, market. So a stock with a high beta tends to be tend to possess high sensitivity to market movement, market condition, to the economy, compared to stock with a lower beta. Those with a lower beta, they don't really fluctuate so much in line with what is obtainable, in line with economic movement or economic, pattern. They are not all that sensitive to the economy as such. Number 7, seasonal patterns. Seasonal patterns. Some cyclical stocks may exhibit, seasonal trend reflecting periodic economic, cycle within the broader economic environment. Sometimes during festive periods, some stocks may do very well because they're cyclical. Their activity, is season based, is seasonal. For this, let's take an example of a company that does that manufactures umbrella. During rainy season, they tend to do very well because their business is seasonal. That's a very typical common example. Anyway, number 8, capital expenditure impacts. Capital expenditure impacts. These stocks are often influenced by changes in capital expenditure and investment level, as companies in these sectors may delay or accelerate spending based on economic conditions. Some companies actually, they spend, their expenditure is tied down to what? To the economic condition they find themselves. In a booming economy, they may tend to incur or to invest more in production, in service delivery, and so that particular capital expenditure will impact the returns on cyclical stocks. Number 9, consumer confidence correlation. When consumers have more confidence in the economy, they tend to spend more. And as they spend more, cyclical stocks tend to do better. Cyclical stocks generally see performance improvement with rising consumer confidence and increase in discretionary spending. When the consumers are doing very well, they tend to buy more cars. They tend to travel for holidays, or for vacation, and they tend to spend more on discretionary items. All this expenditure, would is as a result of consumer confidence, a boost in consumer confidence. So all these things are tied to the performance, of a typical cyclical stocks. These are what characterize, as cyclical stocks. Number 10. Before then, please subscribe to this channel. Content making is not easy. It can be taxing. It can be stressful at times. Please encourage me by doing what? By subscribing to this channel. Press the notification button and give me a thumbs up. As I'm talking now, in fact, I'm somewhat tired, but I'm bent on creating contents that would elevate you to a higher height as a beginning investor, and even as an experienced investor, to be better informed. And better information will do what will boost your performance at the end of the day. Number 10, credit market impacts. Access to credit can affect cyclical stocks, as economic downturns might limit borrowing and investment. This will impact the performance of cyclical stocks. And so this is a very important characteristic of a very important feature of cyclical stocks. Whenever there is that particular boost in lending level, the more they are able to access credit, the more they are able to perform better. And so their performance could be tied to what? To overall credit impact in the market.